Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing. Hello. My name is Falkon Paunch, and you are watching the premiere episode of my Fallout New Vegas run. This is the first for me for a lot of reasons. I've never done a Let's Play before. I've been fascinated by them. I've watched a lot of them for the past couple years or so. Weirdly enough, I didn't realize that they even existed until well into, let's say 2014, 2015. And it's 2016 right now, so I'm a little bit behind the times, but I am excited to try this out, see how well it goes. Now, this isn't going to be the most professional thing you've ever seen in your life. Like I said, I have no experience doing Let's Plays before, but I have lots of experience playing video games. Not in the, you'll probably hear my life story a couple of times throughout any of these playthroughs. But I did want to play Fallout New Vegas as my first game for a lot of reasons. One is it's my favorite video game of all time. For a lot of reasons, mainly because I'm actually from Las Vegas. I was born and raised there, and I have a lot of feelings about this game. Like I said, it's my favorite video game, and in fact, I have I just have a lot of things to say about it, which you'll probably hear throughout this playthrough. Now, if you're familiar with this game, you might know that I have a couple of mods. Obviously, I'm doing the alternate opening. However, alternate opening sometimes makes my computer crash as soon as I walk through this door, which you might see. Like I said, Oh yeah. Also, I've never really played Fallout New Vegas on the computer. I've actually 100%ed it on Xbox 360. But I grew up not. I want to be MacGyver. I grew up as a strictly console video game player. Never really. I had friends who were into PCs, and who had a lot of PC games, but it was always kind of in the peripheral for me. Actually, you know what? I'm going to just kind of make my character, and then I'm gonna go back and see if this works. Because, like I said, I'm totally new at Let's Playing, and not very professional, as you can probably tell. And so I'm not even sure if this is going to work. I don't want to go too far into this. My main goal is to not make this too boring. I think it's gonna be a little bit boring just because I'm just one guy. Let's give him green eyes. And my favorite Let's Players, and let's face it, probably the best Let's Players, my opinion, are the Game Grumps. Particularly when Dan joined. If you've ever watched Game Grumps, you know what I'm talking about. They're funny. They're a bunch of funny dudes, and I don't know if this is still I don't know if this is still the case, but I know that when Dan joined Game Grumps, a lot of people started to not like it. I actually am the exact opposite. I I find Dan on Game Grumps to be a very interesting dude, and I thought Game Grumps all of a sudden added a lot, had a lot of depth to it. Sure. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, then that's fine. Actually, sorry, I'm going to change this dude's hair color. I might cut this up a little bit just to make it slightly more interesting. What was I talking about? This is gonna be fun. So anyway, my main goal is to at least make this interesting, exciting. I'll go with the chopper. Man, yeah, actually, that's cool. I'm gonna be a Hispanic MacGyver. Yeah. I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna cut here and then get back to you on this. All right. Let's see. F7. Okay. Hopefully this will work. This is my character. He's Spanish MacGyver. So normally when I play, when I play Fallout New Vegas, I have a character named Buñuelo, which is, I think, handsome in Spanish. I know muy poquito español. And I might actually do a Spanish playthrough of Fallout New Vegas. That could be interesting. But I also wanted to do a no guns playthrough. I'm going to do a bunch of... I'd like to do a bunch of playthroughs for Fallout New Vegas. Because one of the things I find interesting about this game is that you can basically... There's so many different ways to play it. You can... and this is true of a lot of the Fallout games. You can play it, not killing anybody. I don't know if it's possible to beat Fallout New Vegas without killing anybody. But you can play it no guns. You can be like a smooth talker. You can be a bruiser. Balance. And I really wanted to do a run through where I basically I used no guns, and I might still do that, but I'm not gonna make it like if I use one gun, that's the end of the playthrough. I'm just gonna have fun, and hopefully you guys will have fun as well. Repair. Sure. So weapons preference. I'm gonna do anything. Dead is dead. Why do I lose karma? Oh well. Now hopefully this won't be all for naught. Oh, and I also have some different traits. I don't have a great computer. It's a couple years old, and like I said, this is my first time let's playing through. So I might fuck it up, but I'm trying not to take this too seriously. I'm just trying to get started. Now, this is probably one of the more interesting parts about Fallout New Vegas. I'm just going to run through these real quick so that if you've never even heard of this game before, you at least know what the hell I'm talking about. Brotherhood of Steel is probably the most famous group or faction in this game. They're basically what's left of the army. Fallout, if you don't know about it, takes place a couple years, or not a couple years. 200. This particular one takes place over 200 years after the world has ended. Nuclear bombs and whatnot. Brotherhood of Steel is the closest thing there is to a standing army in the game. Followers of the Apocalypse are kind of do-gooders, probably my favorite group of guys. New California Republic, you can kind of figure out who they are just from the name. Caesar's Legion, you find out who they are throughout the course of this game. Enclave, if you've played Fallout 2 or Fallout 3, you know who they are, but they are the main villains in both those games. Courier is who I am. I am the Courier, and I think that's just general. Most folks don't have computers these days, let alone ones with dedicated network connections. That's where you come in. A courier, a modern-day mailman for those who need something to get somewhere, be it a letter or a priceless treasure. Knowing the lay of the land as well as the lay of a person's pockets, you've learned how to survive while on the road. And within towns, +6 survival, +6 barter. Constant travel has also built up your immunities to the wastelands. Actually, this is pretty interesting. I might go with this, but let me look at some of the other ones. Can I just go back? Oh, cool! I can run 10% faster. Great cons are like the, think Genghis Khan, those kinds of people. Snake oil salesman, caravaneer. Basically, traveling salesman. Probably not just selling salesman. Bounty hunters, immigrants, barflies, village idiots. More. How many are there? Wow. Sheriff, mechanic, gladiator from the throne. The Thorn. The Thorn is a location in Fallout New Vegas, which is kind of like the, gladiators, people killing animals. Gladiators. You know what gladiators are? Coliseums. It's the closest thing to the Coliseum thing is. Thief, stranded settler, town resident, more prospect. Oh wow. Huh. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna go with courier. Actually, I usually go with I really like the followers of the apocalypse. Indigenous lies. Followers of the apocalypse. Apostate. After your group of followers were attacked by raiders, your mind broke a bit. While you kept working for the good of all, it was in ways that did not meet the followers' ways. You still have your education, but have become an outcast from your former friends, creating weapons, explosives, teaching. Shunned. I don't know if I want that. Follower of the apocalypse. You were found as an orphan and... Okay, I think I might go with this. You were found as an orphan and raised by the followers, educated you in science and medicine, taught you the history of the world. However, this knowledge comes at a price. Oh, you're training... Okay. Yeah, this is what I liked about Alternate Start. Because for those of you familiar with this game, you know that you wake up in Doc Mitchell's house, and he asks you a bunch of questions, which is fine, but I do like the idea of just creating your own character from scratch. I think I just went with that. I think I'm gonna go with courier because I can, basically. I do like the run 10% faster bonus. So wealth, I'm not gonna have a lot of money. Let's say cash strapped. I know how to make money in this game. Don't worry about it. Start preference. Ooh. Alternative start is designed to give you a unique and interesting game. Start and good springs. Let's do alternate start. Okay, so I just created my character, Spanish MacGyver. Let's see him. And like I was saying earlier, I've actually 100%ed Fallout New Vegas on Xbox 360, like the Ultimate Edition, but I'm not super familiar with computers, with playing this game. Ooh, a knife. That was my cat, if you heard that. Oh, balls. What did you do, cat? My cat just walked over the keyboard, and now everything is fucked. Excuse me a moment. Okay, so it didn't... I might have skipped my explanation, but I came out of the starter's shack, and it didn't crash. The game didn't crash, so that's good. So it's a good start. Now, I actually had to redo everything, because my cat, who you might be able to hear in the background, is a terrorist, and might have jumped on my keyboard and might have locked something. But as I was saying, so this is hardcore mode. Those of you who are familiar with Fallout New Vegas know that this doesn't really do much except it makes ammo weigh stuff, and it makes the game slightly harder, even though it's called hardcore mode. I always turn it on because I do like the challenge. Oh, that's interesting. I got a... Oh yeah, I did the 4 eyes straight. See, this is really cool. I like stuff. I like little details like this. So I got a mod. I don't have a lot of mods, but I do have the mod that puts crap in front of you when you have glasses on, and they're slightly broken. Be nice to know how to repair them, though. Alright, so where am I, by the way? Oh, right, so my stats might not exactly match what I put up. If you were watching earlier, yep. So things might be slightly different. I apologize for that. So I'm going to try to not use guns, because I'm Spanish MacGyver. Spanish MacGyver. Right. Okay. I recognize that as Prim. You know, it's Prim because they have a roller coaster. It's the only town with a roller coaster. So it just kind of pops me up in here. Okay. So if that's Prim, I know Good Springs is probably that way. I guess I can go to Prim. This is interesting. All right. Now, like I said, kind of new to playing games on computers. I did beat Fallout 3 on a computer, and that was interesting. I'm not definitely in the debate between whether or not Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas is the best. I am definitely of the opinion that things kind of okay. I know exactly where I am. That Fallout New Vegas is the superior game. It's my opinion. Obviously, that also has a lot to do with the fact that this game has a lot of personal significance for me. I grew up playing video games. How is my lock? Okay, my lock picking sucks. And I was a little, almost too into video games. And then I stopped. I might have missed some loot there, but I'm just kind of messing around. Because I like my Farmer Dan attire. Because, you know, life got in the way. I started college, and I didn't play many video games for a solid 10 years or so. And then I actually got recommended to play this game by an advisor of mine, Carol Ann Shaw. Shout out to Carol Ann Shaw, who, not to delve too much into my history, but was a writing instructor of mine and recommended I play this game because I grew up in New Vegas. And she was right. This game is awesome for a lot of reasons. The least of which is it takes place in my hometown, which is kind of cool. For example, this is Prim. Never actually been to Prim, and you might be hearing me say that a lot. There are a lot of little towns around Las Vegas that I haven't actually been before, but I do recognize it. That's definitely Prim. Like my family has driven by it quite a few times. I'm gonna put my nightstick away. Yeah. I mean, they didn't exactly nail it. Everything's kind of a bit of a smaller size. Oh, hello. We're gonna meet the NCR.
Where the hell do you think you're going? Prim is off limits.
What's going on in Prim?
Some convicts from the prison up the road have taken over the town. Everyone inside is either dead or in hiding. What's more, there are 2 tribes of raiders causing trouble in this area as well. You'd be safer heading back up to Good Springs.
Okay, I guess I'll give up. I can take care of myself.
It's your ass. Don't say you weren't warned.
Alright, I'm gonna save it. So the sounds in the background are probably from my cat. I should really do these things when he's asleep. I'm gonna save it here and then I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, so we're back. I fed my cat some nip. Hopefully that calmed him down. What is that? Someone like walking by me or something? So anyway, so I've discovered Prim, and I think I'm gonna end the episode here because I'm nearing the 20-minute mark. I like I said, I promise I'll never say it again. I'm completely brand new to this, and I guess 20 minutes is okay to kind of have per episode. So I'm just going to, what's a good spot? I'm just gonna, hopefully without setting off any mines, because I know the place is swarming with mines. I'm just gonna get to this little NCR bit over here, just so I know where I am for the next time. And then we'll start episode 2. Hello, sir.
Sergeant McGee, why did I? New California Republic.
That's okay. Goodbye,
sir.
Sure. I'm just gonna open Lieutenant Hayes' tent and then save the game again, and then I'm going to end this first episode. But this has been exciting so far, and then we'll start episode 2. So